Back to AbFab. I hope you all had an amazing last week. This week I thought, as I was running out of time, I would do my 4 favorite tops and my 4 favorite flops for February. So if you're interested in finding out what those products are, then continue watching this video. So I'm going to start off obviously with the negative and finish on a positive note. So I'm starting off with Stila. I purchased this at Shoppers Drug Mart in their makeup department with some of my Optimum Shoppers points to get some money off of this, because this is a high-end contour and highlight palette. It is in a cream formula, and you have, like I said, this is for light skin. You have light and one for medium, and this is obviously the contour and this is the highlight. That's the actual contour. I'm just going to swatch that on my hand and just put it on there for you. It feels nice on its initial sort of feel. It is creamy. It seems that it would blend quite nicely because it does go to a powdery finish. The problem I found with this is, first of all, the color. It is a little ruddy. It looks a little too muddy on my actual skin, and didn't blend out well. And then when you start to blend it to try get rid of that sort of muddy, dirty appearance, you get this horrible almost orange yellow hue to it, and it was so not complimentary of my fair complexion that was a complete out for me. So then I was like, not a complete loss. I still have the highlight. I'll swatch that out for you, the highlight part. Again, beautiful opaque. I will put it right beside the contour. And you will see very quickly there's just one problem. It's also creamy. It feels reasonably lightweight. It's not oily, but it's almost an identical match to my skin with a slight yellow hue. So I could probably use this for some type of concealer, but for a highlight, it just doesn't work for me. And because of the price point and because of the contour kit, a definite flops for me for February. Okay, so the next product I wanted to talk about was, it's called the Face It Styling Triple Eye Eyeshadow Palette. It is from the Face Shop, which is a South Korean skincare and cosmetics company that is now in Canada. This is what I purchased. I thought I would try out their makeup because I absolutely love their skincare so far, specifically their sheet masks. They have amazing sheet masks, and I thought I would just pick this up because this is in it is in Brilliant Lilac, which I absolutely love, love purple. So got this, and I think with the in-store discount it was around $10, so it was a great price point. It came with 2 little brushes, one being the sponge applicator and kind of a mini brush. 3 lovely shades. Unfortunately, none of them are a matte. I was hoping, you know, the main eyeshadow color would be a matte. It is not. So, upon opening this, the first thing that happened was this beautiful sort of highlighter white pearlescent eyeshadow. It had cracked and half of it had fallen out on the carpet, so that was unfortunate. But having said that, I thought the actual shadow was quite lovely, and in the light almost had a lilac cool sort of shimmer to it. So nice, certainly a nice eyeshadow, but could be used as a highlighter as well. And then they had the Brilliant Lilac, which was the main color for the lids. That was quite lovely, very, very, very soft. Again, another shimmer that you can kind of see there, just in a very light lilac. And then they had the highlight color, which was in a darker purple. Now, if you're like me and you have watched a lot of YouTube videos, there seems to be a lot of rules around makeup application. But one rule I heard was that if you're fair-skinned and blue-eyed, do not purchase purple eyeshadow just because it doesn't bring out the color of your eyes. It's not really suiting for fair-skinned, blue-eyed people. I've never abided by those rules because if I like color and I do love purple, then I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. Unfortunately, even though it was only $10, I probably should have listened to that rule. Not because I put on eyeshadow to make my blue eyes pop, but I purchased it thinking you know, it's purple. I love purple. It would be really great. But if you start putting a lot of this purple eyeshadow all over your lid, you're very, very quickly going to look like somebody punched you in the eye. So unless it's just a very, very tiny highlight that you're putting on, I would suggest that you avoid this color purple, just because it does look like your eye is terribly bruised. And it is for that reason, and the cracked powder and the fact there's no mattes, that I would have to say that the Face It Styling Triple Eyeshadow from the Face Shop, for me, for these colors, is a flop for February. Also an eyeshadow, and this eyeshadow was a drugstore eyeshadow that I purchased. This was the Glam Eyes by Rimmel London. Now, if you know Rimmel, you know that they make lots of really great products, all at the drugstore prices. And this one is in the color English Breakfast, which is really cute, so you can kind of see it there. It's got nice wearable, sort of very neutral colors that would be really great for work. There's just one problem with this whole quad palette, and I'm going to show you what that problem is right now, because it's a pretty big problem. I'm just going to swatch that out for you, and I'm just going to show you because I'm digging really, really, really hard. And this is as much product as I get on there. Like, it should be basically, with my pressure, almost crumbling, and this is how much product I get. That's a problem. I'll go to the next one here, which would be the all over lid color, which is like the English Breakfast. They're all kind of like the English Breakfast. That's the swatch out there. Are you beginning to see the problem? I'm going to do the darker one. I like this one would be good one for the crease. So a little bit more pigmentation, and then this darker one down below, that would be like for a highlight color. Colors on there. And I think that you can safely say that you could probably only see two of them, because I can only see two of them. And that's the problem. I bought it, I thought the colors were beautiful, I brought it home, I put my eyeshadow primer on, dug my brush in there, started applying it, and I couldn't honestly tell you what it looks like on my eyes, because I could barely get the product on my eyes. So I don't know if I have a dud. I don't know what the deal is, but for $13.99 at the drugstore, I'm going to say that there's thousands of other eyeshadows that are really good quality that you can wear every day that don't require so much work. So, you know, nowhere does it say that it has to be applied wet. So I'm not really sure what's happening with mine, but for that reason, I have made the Rimmel Glam Eyes in English Breakfast a flop for February. Okay, and the last product I want to talk about is the one that was the most disappointing, because the first impression of this product was amazing. I bought it at Shoppers Drug Mart. It is the Revlon's brand new Volume and Length Magnified Mascara in Black is Black. There's 5 types of them out there. Brought it home, put it on my eyes, and there was mega volume and there was mega length, and they looked amazing. And I was like, finally, I have found my holy grail, you know, drugstore mascara that is going to replace my Urban Decay Perversions mascara, which is considerably more money. And then I've been trying different makeup and different mascaras, so I just put the cap on, threw it in my handbag, and it has gone back and forth between work and my car, and at no point has it frozen, has it been overheated. I mean, let's face it, folks, I live in Western Canada, so it definitely didn't overheat. I had the cap on securely, so no air got to it, and then I saw it the other day in my bag, and I forgot to put mascara on for work, so I was like, whew, great. Like, I love this mascara. Anyways, I took it out, and this is what I was presented with. As you can see, I just took it out. So if you can get a load of that, this whole entire applicator brush is completely caked with this gelatinous black mascara product. There's no place there on that brush, barely, that there is a fiber that is not completely encased in the product. It is like the product is breaking down. And I have tried to put it back in the bottle. I used a tissue, but if you put that, excuse me, nose itch, if you put that anywhere near your eyes, it's going to just be one big catastrophic mascara nightmare. I mean, it's going to take you forever just to try clean up all the smudge mascara. There's way too much product on it. It's like the product is breaking down, but here's the disappointing thing. Even though I've had it 2 months, I've used it 3 times. So I'm thinking a mascara in the drugstore for $13 when Revlon, this particular product, is up against L'Oreal and Maybelline, is definitely, for all those reasons, a February flop for me personally. But the first impressions were promising. I will try another one in this line, and I'll give it another go, and hopefully it doesn't do the same thing, because if it does, I'll be keeping my receipt and it's going back, because after 3 uses it shouldn't break down like that. So that was really the most disappointing one for the flops. Okay, and now I would like to go on and talk about my February tops. These are 4 products that I have been absolutely loving for February and love talking about them. So the number 1 has to be, if you've watched any of my videos, you know I love NYX. And this is, sorry, upside down, this Light and Contour Pro Palette that I purchased at London Drugs, and it was $26.99, so $27 Canadian. It has 4 beautiful highlights. It has 4 beautiful contours. You have 2 cool and 2 warm, and 2 cool and 2 warm for both of them. There is plenty enough product to kind of customize your contour and highlight look, and would be complementary for many, many different shades of skin color. And for that reason, this is one of my all-time favorites, but definitely tops for February. So the next product that is a favorite is also a NYX product. These are their brand new NYX High Definition Blushes. I believe it was $13, $14. I could be wrong. It is also a drugstore NYX product, so you may be able to get coupons and watch out for sales. This is a beautiful one. These are very, very lightweight, these high definition. They're beautifully pigmented. They're silky. They're paraben free, and they come in like 24 amazing shades. So there is literally a NYX High Definition blush shade for every skin color. This happens to be the color The Hamptons. I will just swatch it out for you. There it is there. And it is like this kind of almost a peachy, soft pink that you put on your cheeks, and it just gives you this beautiful, youthful internal glow. I have it on my cheeks today. I absolutely love it. It has been replacing my NARS orgasm. I know, it's earth-shattering, people, but it's really just that good. So definitely a February tops. And the next product is a little more high-end. I bought it at Sephora. I thought at the end of February, and I thought, really, I just want to treat myself. And I went out and I bought this beautiful, this is the Hourglass, the Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder. This is in the color Incandescent. It is like a spectacular, spectacular powder. I can't say enough about it. If you've never sort of foraged into this whole highlighting and strobing sort of makeup effects, I strongly suggest you go to Sephora, you swatch it out. It is the incandescent color, which I love because it wasn't too warm or too yellow toned for my skin color. There it is there. It just is beautiful. It sort of picks up the ambient light that's all around you, and because it has a photoluminescent technology, when they mill the actual powder, it sort of softens the highlight and softens all the line, and truly acts like a photographic filter on your skin. I have it sort of on various places on my face today. Again, it gives you that softened sort of glow that looks like it's coming from the inside out. It is a press powder. Yes, it's a little expensive, but it's a pressed powder, and it will go a very long way for you. So if you want to treat yourself, don't take my word for it. Go to Sephora, swatch this out. This is the Ambient Strobe Lighting Powder by Hourglass, and you will see yourself in the 4 new shades they have just how absolutely beautiful this powder is. And for that reason, it is one of my February tops. And my last product, like I said, that I wanted to leave was the one that I use day and night. and is one of the cheaper products of my top 4, and it is from the Face Shop, but this is called the Rice Water Bright Foaming Mousse Cleanser. This was $13 for 5 fluid ounces. It is amazing. It is soft, it is creamy, it lathers beautifully. It has a mild fragrance, so you'll have to test it out if you're sensitive to some perfumes or fragrances. It's so beautiful because you only need the tiniest little bit, and then once you've massaged it all over your face and your neck, you take the warm water and then you just sort of splash it off, and it creates this beautiful, gentle foam, clean sort of feeling to it when you remove it. It is also infused with some type of oil, which I can't remember the name of right now, so it actually leaves kind of a nice sort of finish to your skin. And I have used all kinds of other products. My skin is fairly sensitive, and I have not found this drying at all. And for that reason, and its price point, and the fact that it's also a brightener meant to just brighten your overall skin complexion, this is my February tops. So I hope you really like this video. I love doing my tops and flops for you. At the very least, it gives you some ideas of some products maybe to sort of think second about, and some products to recommend that you might be interested in. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please just hit the little subscribe button. It's down in one of these corners. It doesn't cost you anything, and you can come back week after week where we can talk about all things that are absolutely fabulous to do with makeup. So until then, I hope you guys all have an amazing week, and I wish you guys a wonderful Saturday. Bye, everybody.